Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play StarCraft Remastered. This is Gary Oak as usual, and today we're going to be starting Zerg Campaign Mission 3. Now, last time I said there was going to be a cinematic, but I was wrong. It's after this mission, not before it, so apologies for that. First time we get to see the infamous world of Char. Oh, not bad.
Behold the power of that which is yet unborn. For the swirling images that flow forth from the chrysalis are only a shadow of the sleeper's true power.
The psionic emanations of the chrysalis have reached out into the depths of space and lured our enemies to us. Even now, we are aware of their plans.
All squadrons close formation. Scan for hostiles. Emperor Arcturus believes that there's Zerg out here, so it's our job to flush them out. I don't want any slip-ups this time. We'll show these critters that they can't run from the truth.
Engage the Terran forces with care. Your priority is to protect the chrysalis at all costs.
Now, that's all well and good, but one thing I don't really understand is why they're out this far if it's such a remote world. It seems like a flimsy excuse to give us a Zerg versus Terran. But since this is the only time we're going to be facing anything other than Protoss and the one Zerg opponent in the campaign, then I'll take it. So, we gotta protect this building. It has 250 hit points. Well then. Basically, we can't let anything even touch it, because while Zerg buildings regenerate health, they regenerate it very, very slowly. I think they regenerate the same rate in StarCraft 2 as they do in StarCraft 1. Very, very slow. It's Protoss shields that regenerate really fast. Now, if memory serves, this is the mission where there are a ton of siege tanks. So, doing the ground attack like I did last time would be very slow and very costly, so I think what we have to do is just Mutas. So despite wanting to go Mutas, we absolutely have to drone up pretty hard here. And I think there's one or two expansions on this map, I'm not too sure. Because again, it's been a long time that I don't remember every nook and cranny of these things. See how we obviously get layer tech. It'll be a while before I can afford a macro hatch. I'm just building drones. Thing is, our minerals are quite sparse here. It's a very low amount. I consider anything under 9 full mineral patches to be fairly resource poor. I guess I say 9 because, you know, standard ladder professional maps are 9 mineral fields, 1 gas geyser, and anything else is a deviation from that. That's just what has been the norm for years, so that's what standard economies and standard builds kind of rely on. Not that I know any actual standard proper build orders, like, I know the unit compositions, that just having less minerals, and especially stuff suboptimally laid out like this, it'll really slow you down. So, I'd probably want to build a macro hatch. Can I? Wow, you can't. There's nothing you can do. That's really annoying. Alright, so no macro hatch from me, I suppose. We can get a gas geyser. I think there's an expansion, like, right up here. I just have to make sure not to lose the Mutas. What's funny though is if you can force stims like that, then they're permanently wounded because they have no medics. Let's just build a creep colony here.
Far more overlords.
Probably want to get a couple sunks over here. Make sure the wounded mutas are in the back. Mutas take a long time to heal. Luckily I can clump my mutas and not really care. Yeah, good. Wow, they're actually really smart. They're only stimming one marine at a time, so this strategy won't be as effective as I anticipated it would be. I think we need 4 drones to saturate the gas geyser. But there is another geyser up there. I have to take it because I believe the standard amount of hatches you need are 3 to do mutas, and you want 3 hatches on 2 base, I think. So the most important thing is gas geysers, because mutalisks cost 100. I might want to build a few slowlings just to absorb the damage there. Because stim marines just chew mutalisks apart so fast. And while I did allow my mutas to get bruised, they're only slightly bruised and they'll heal. I bound layer to A. I'm still getting used to my custom keybinds. It's better than L. I'd have to play Zerg quite a lot though to get used to all the binds. And it depends on how frequently I make these videos, because I'm not sure if I've mentioned this previously, but you guys are seeing the videos one after the other, like one per day. But what I did to make sure that I completed the Let's Plays, I didn't upload my first video until I finished the final mission of Brood War, so when you're seeing this, future me will have finished Brood War completely, so there's a guarantee there. If not Brood War, then at least original StarCraft. Because I don't like uploading incomplete stuff like I did for Frozen Throne. That was a mistake. Uploading as I went. And I've since lost the save file, so yeah, that ship is more or less sailed. So I'm fine just banking up gas. I am going to need a few, what is it? A few overlords very soon. So build Spire. I'm not sure if they Wraith harass you or not, so I can build a couple of those. Again, I can really not care that much about my minerals. No. There we go. Did not mean to get Overlord Transport. That is not what we want. Oh, I need an Evolution Chamber. I'm not going to use it to upgrade anything, but oh well. I guess I thought I had Evo Chamber because I already have Spore Colonies, but those are the ones the game just starts you with. Alright, so I got a couple Overlords on the way. This should be enough Zerglings to absorb the damage. It's the Hydralisks I want to keep alive. And I want to keep a decent ground force here to defend against their pushes. I'm not sure how aggressive the Terran get. Oh no, Fire Bats, please. Oh Dad, no. I just lost all those lings I spent so long building. Well, that was not good. I forgot about Fire Bats. I honestly did. Oh, actually, I made the force to try and attack here, and they had no Fire Bats up here. That's probably why I neglected them. Oopsies. I made a blunder, and I got punished. There's a lot of justice in StarCraft 1. If you screw up, you know, that's it, man. Alright, so we can build another hatchery up here, and it actually has optimal gas placement, which is good.
Require more minerals.
Not quite. It's because of this mineral patch here, which kind of screws it up. So, yeah, F2, like F3's up here, F2's there. Actually, I can find F2 here, so... So, let's see, there we go.
Require more minerals.
Gotta keep getting used to the F keys. They're so important. One thing I'm going to try and do is see if I can actually get the Muta Micro thing going on. So I can you know, actually use Mutas correctly. Using Mutas correctly is extremely difficult.
Require more minerals.
I need to keep them here until I can get a few sunks. Probably get like sunks around here and then like a spore right here. I don't need too much defense, but I need something. I'm fine droning up, so then I can just Maynard them over there. Let's see. How close are we to finishing? It'll be a bit. I think that's good, actually. So, the Terran are up around here-ish. And it's actually pretty good. I'm getting a decent amount of gas now. I should have Maynarded drones a lot earlier. Apparently this is not the correct way to Maynard your drones, by the way, what I just did. Apparently you're supposed to, like, instead of box select like that, you want to, kind of select one drone and click, one drone click, one drone click. Apparently that's a lot more efficient. But I learned how to do it the old way. Or the select way. Yeah, like, you know, move them like that. If you can actually click on the drone correctly, there you go. Actually being able to click on your units is, it's a very important art. One that I have clearly not mastered. So build some more creep colonies over there. Spores should provide decent enough coverage. So now I think we can finally start building Mutalisks. I bound them to T, which I think is their StarCraft 2 bind. And this gas bank, it looks really insane, but it's gonna go away. I promise you it'll go away. So I've got 2 fully saturated gas geysers. This mineral patch looks fine. This could use some more love, though. So I'll just build some more drones there. I actually like that they're attacking up here instead of down there. Because I have the high ground advantage, and high ground advantage in StarCraft 1 is really insane. Oh, that's embarrassing. Going full Muta and it's not letting me. I'm supply blocked. Let's get flyer attacks. So the correct way to micro Mutas, as far as I know, you need to have a unit such as an Overlord or a Larva in your Mutalisk control group, so you have 11 Mutalisks plus 1 of the dummy units. And because of how the units try and move based on the groups, it'll actually kind of force them to bunch up like crazy. So I just need to get a dummy Overlord in there and make sure not to lose that Overlord. So I can just have a little Overlord farm down here, keep that one over there. So one Overlord is going to start drifting. That's actually one reason why I don't want to upgrade speed, because I don't have a good top corner to do the Overlord. Like, I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to do it. This is just what I've heard, or how I've heard it works. So we'll see very soon if I can get it. The reason you do that is it lets you have more precise control over your Mutas. So... And I'm not sure if you're supposed to attack with hold position or not. So it's not quite a perfect cloud. So I'm doing something wrong. I'm not sure what it is. So it's not hold position. Is it? Wow. This rate of fire seems really funky, the way mutas work here. Alright, that's not what you want. That is not at all what you want.
Under attack.
Well, at least I have a title for the video. And I hit Hydras. Yeah, I did. Whatever, I've committed to them now, because you lose a larva regardless. Wow, the Wraiths chased me all the way there? That's funny. I didn't think they chased me all the way to that part of the base. Oh, I hit H instead of T. God damn it. God damn it. Well, at least I've got a defense force of Hydras here.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I'll just have to use it to my advantage.
Spawning more overlords.
And I nearly have that upgraded. I may as well get Hydra ground attack now. Let's get some Hydra upgrades. Our economy's good enough that I can do that. Like, this is the other expansion, it's up there. So, I could actually switch to Hydras after I punch a hole up here with Mutas. I really wish I knew how to move the Mutas correctly, though. Let's see. I wonder if you're supposed to use Patrol. Because one thing I know about StarCraft 1, as opposed to StarCraft 2, is in StarCraft 1, units, they respond differently to different types of commands. No, the Overlord! No! Unhand my Overlord, you filthy wraith. I may as well get Carapace. And I can get Hydra Speed when that's done.
Evolution complete.
It's A. Yeah, I wonder if Patrol, because I know with Vultures, when you're attacking with Vultures, you apparently want to, let's see. Okay, that's not how it goes. Yeah. It's weird, the Mutas just don't... They like, hesitate to fire. Like, honestly, if you watch pros play, and you see how fast their Mutalisks turn and shoot, it's insane. It is so insane.
Spawn more overlords.
Because, like, I can't do it. They just try and shoot, but they kind of sit there for a second and they don't end up doing it. Like, seeing how fast they move in and out, like they duck, like they'll move, you know, to here, and then they'll shoot and they'll snap back like that. I just have no clue how to do that. That's one of the cool things about StarCraft, is you can do shit like that. So, we finally spent our gas bank, and our minerals are starting to run low. So I've got a decent chunk of Mutas now. Those are very bruised, though. Guess I'm gonna have to do the good old attack move shenanigans with the Mutas. If this isn't enough Mutas to break them, then I'll just have to flood in with basic ground units. How much do I have left? About 4,000 gas. Get Carapace for the Hydras, just in case we need it. Although I don't know how valuable Carapace is in, or against the Terran, or in the Terran matchup.
Require more minerals.
So we're once again broke, which is good. At least we're... with the amount of blunders we've made, we're still actually spending the money that is given to us. So I think 4 batches of Mutas should be fine. It should be enough to completely crush the enemy, because I think most of their strength lies in the siege tanks, and they can't shoot up, so let's abuse that. Okay, now we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Now we're in the double digits of money. Oh, and our flyers are good to go. For the first time, we're actually out of gas. So now that we've hit this really slow stage of the game, I'll probably just go in with the 4 groups of mutas here. It's not 4 full groups, but it's like 3.5 groups. It would have been 4 if I didn't lose any mutas, which is something you don't want to do, ideally. At least I can make lings.
Our forces are under attack.
I didn't want to go, but I guess I'm going anyway. Okay, the Terran are 1-1, I'm 1-1, so we're on even footing. I know Glaveworm, the Mutalisk Glaveworm upgrade is pretty important. Yeah, now they're sending everything at us.
Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Almost saved that one. See, now they're pulling everything back. Look at all these siege tanks, though. I mean, would you really want to try and break this with ground units without Dark Swarm? I don't. There's just no reason to. I can flood some lings in now. Since there's only one base, there's no way they're going to counterattack, so we may as well.
Our forces are under attack. Minerals. We require more. Our forces are under attack.
So it looks like we're just in cleanup mode. Look at all these siege tanks. They have so many. This looks like a build I've done earlier, even though I never played as white. Yeah, see, now they're getting to blow up my ground force pretty well here.
We require more minerals.
I actually really shouldn't have made those lings.
More minerals.
Oopsie.
Alright, you sorry bastards. Fall back. Fall back.
Hold, Cerebrate. Do not pursue them. Cerebrate, you must stay and relocate the chrysalis to a more secure location. Dagoth shall deal with the remaining Terran forces.
Oh, I guess this is a mission where you only have to destroy the enemy factories. I thought it was all enemy buildings, but, yeah. That went better than expected, except for the really hilarious fail at the start. I guess what I need to do, if I really want to learn how to do that, is to just look up tutorials and Wikipedia links and all that fun stuff, and then just practice for several hours before I can finally have any decent Muta micro. Yeah, I just thought it was as simple as, you know, boxing 11 mutas, 1 dummy unit, and then just moving around with the right command, but I tried attack, hold position, and patrol, and nothing worked. They just have that weird delay, and then if you screw it up by a microsecond, then your Mutalisks won't actually get the volley off. And doing that, it lets you have concentrated volleys, so you just hit and run, so your Mutalisks are exposed for the least amount of time, and it preserves the health on them if you do it correctly. But, yeah, I think I'll just show the cinematic, and then I'll sign off. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I had no idea she said Jimmy. Well, that was interesting.